Hi everyone, thanks for joining. I was going to show you two ways you can use cookie cutters to make some soaps. I'm just cutting down some old melt and pour soap base from another project that I had. It's already colored. There's too much color in it and it was bleeding, so I am just going to repurpose this and cut it down and then melt it in the microwave. For the first technique, you're going to need your cookie cutter and you will need some sort of silicone mold, or you can use like a silicone baking mat. And when you're doing this, you want to make sure that the lip on the cookie cutter is facing down or as close as it can to the silicone part of the mold or mat or whatever you're using. I would recommend this way because it works a little better. I did spritz my mold and the cookie cutter down just so that the melt and pour soap comes out a little bit easier, and the soap will work best if you wait until it actually starts to cool a little bit. I started pouring this particular one just a little bit too soon, but if you wait till it starts to get a skin on the soap, it will actually pour very nicely. So if the soap is a little bit warm, it will seep out the side, but you can just quickly press it down and hold it for a minute. And I've just got like a really thin layer along the bottom, and then once that has sat for about 30 seconds to a minute, it should be okay to go ahead and pour the rest of the soap, as long as it's not too hot. And then I just went ahead and poured it all the way to the top. These hold about 2 to 3 ounces, I believe, for these larger cookie cutters. I mean, if you're using any cookie cutter, you'll probably have to just measure it out, how much you would need. I also went ahead and let this sit for about 30 minutes before I decided to pull it out of the mold, so we'll come back to that. The second method that I was doing with the cookie cutters, now you can either do this with tinfoil or you can do it with plastic wrap. I tried both ways. They were about the same. The plastic wrap was a little bit easier just because you can smooth it out a little bit better. But you'll see here on the example, go ahead and cut your foil down. This one I could probably get about 4 pieces, maybe more depending on the cookie cutters, and you can just lay them out. I don't know that you have to fold this in, but I did it because I thought it would help with it, so it doesn't seep out the sides. You might be able to do it the same way that I did the silicone mold and have similar results, so it would just be another experiment you'd have to try. And here are the end results on the soap. This is the one from the silicone mold that I did. It came out very nicely, and the sides are flat. And this is another one that I did, and you can see that these are the ones with the foil, so you can see how the back is textured, which is fine if you don't mind that, or you can use a planer and like plane it off, or take a cutting knife and cut it off. These will work for embeds or individual soaps as well. So if you want more melt and pour soap tutorials, don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you guys for watching.